Whoa, we're back.
Welcome back to the final round of Swiss here for our final Regulation H Cup here at Psycho Turtle in Pico Rivera, California. I am Dennis Geisler. This is Flicoco. That is Abigail Watson.
I thought I was fake Coco.
This is Flicoco.
Anyways, we've got two strong competitors here. We got Santiago and Shane.
Yeah, Santiago running, some of you might recognize it. It's Fur Giraffe and DD Female, Incineroar, Hisuian, Lilligant, Hatterene, and Torkoal. That is, of course, Brian Collins' team that he's been running.
Spam Classic.
Yeah, exactly. Shane running another classic team, the Whimsicott, Hisuian, Typhlosion, Fur Giraffe, Ursulin the Blood Moon, Rillaboom, and Incineroar. Ran that to very good effect. He debuted at Vegas. Yeah.
He and all the people.
Yeah, him and Carter and Mickey all debuted with this team at Vegas. And it did insanely well at Stuttgart earlier today.
Ever since, Hisuian and Typhlosion has been doing well.
It's been picking up really heavily in the last, month of the second run of Reg H, which is kind of the fun thing, where even though this is our second run of this format, people are still kind of turning around, the metagame. In really fun ways.
I wonder if Shane's going to fake out here.
I doubt it, but I'm not going to rule it out. Shane's going to lead the Incineroar and the Blood Moon against the Fergraph and the Indeedee. I expect that we will see big damage from the Blood Moon.
Yeah, Blood Moon threatening some good damage here. Incineroar can always pivot out or just go for a knockoff.
Yeah, I guess the nice thing here, Blood Moon is... Ooh, it's going to Terra Normal immediately. We're just going for damage.
I can see that. Just wanting to get as much momentum in this part of the game here as possible.
We are voicing it quite hyper.
And getting around that Follow Me with Hyper Force. Or it could be a Blood Moon.
It could be Blood Moon.
Okay, no, it is Hyper Voice.
I'm curious how much this does.
I think it does over half for both of them. Not Indeedee. Oh wait, is that
Indeedee is Psychic
Seed. That is Psychic Seed.
So I'm not shocked that it took that damage, but we're gonna Parting Shot out as well. I guess the nice thing, and these Blood Moons with the Life Orb, especially on a team with Tailwind, tend to be pretty fast, but it's still not fast. It's still a Blood Moon, so it's still going to be fairly slow in the grand scheme of things. So even if Trick Room is able to get up...
Another Fur Giraffe here. Could be a potential reversal of Trick Room there.
Well, and the big thing
he's going for.
Yeah. Well, and I think what's interesting from Santiago, and we've seen from Brian that even if it's the Fur Giraffe and the Incineroar, those are offensive Pokemon, even though they're support Pokemon, they are offensive Pokemon. But even still, you don't have a ton of damage here if you're Santiago, especially up against the other side. So
Command Course coming out here. I'm not sure if that would kill. The Blood Moon barely hangs on.
Ooh, but that'll tag it and pick up the KO.
That'll tag it, but still, Farigiraf is just free to do whatever it wants now.
Yeah, it is unfortunate finding out the Farigiraf is not going to outspeed anything under Trick Room, basically.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. Trick Room's over now, and perhaps Typhlosion can come in here.
Yeah,
just
we get
getting work
here.
done.
We're
there's that
Typhlosion.
This is a really good spot for
Pokemon
Shane
fan.
Now.
I didn't know the Pokemon fan was a name. You know what? Typhlosion does love Pokemon.
Typhlosion does.
Fan of Pokemon.
And I love Typhlosion.
Typhlosion's an awesome guy.
I really do like the Hisuian design.
Yeah, that was my starter when I played Legends Arceus, and I really liked it.
Right, is Indeedee going to try and reset up that Trick Room here?
I don't think it'll get to.
Yeah, I'm curious. Even with that Psychic Seed, this is bound to do a lot of damage.
I sure hope it doesn't. Ooh, wow, it actually did take that.
Wait.
But the Hyper Voice following up.
But it might live
it's pre-throat spray. It is still stab. It is spread, and it takes the hit. That is really bulky Indeedee. Indeedee's really good, actually. I've changed my mind.
Okay, but it did just go for the Psychic. That does mean... Oh, that didn't do much, though.
It didn't
Eruption still should be doing enough damage, especially...
Yeah, call that 110 base.
So it is
Eruption.
2 fire types in the back.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that it's not necessarily that Eruption is going to do a ton less damage. Yeah, it's just that, what are you actually
fire types are going to be hard to hit.
Yeah, what are you actually going to do?
We do have that Throat Spray activation on that for a draft now, so I'm thinking Shane will use that to kind of try and sweep through the team.
Yeah, the big issue is just you've already lost your bear, and having to deal with no bear is kind of rough.
However, now Indeedee's about to go down. That's just going to make it even harder for Santiago to set up Trick Room here.
Yeah.
And that's really how Santiago wins this now, is by getting up that Trick Room.
I mean, not necessarily. Just because if you think that Torkoal can take hits here, if you think that Incineroar can take hits here...
I'm not sure if it can. It's taking a single target Hyper Voice here, and yeah, no.
Yeah, actually, that's the big thing. I didn't love the switch in on the Incin there.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't love the switch in on the Incin there because you put yourself in such an awkward spot. Because if you brought in Incin and Torkoal kind of raw, with just the two of them after Giraffe and Indeedee both dropped, you put yourself in a spot where, yeah, you're down to your last two Pokemon, but you can kind of chip your way through the last couple, especially because the Torkoal is not locked. It can only use fire moves, but it's not locked.
That Sun is also going to help out this Typhlosion.
It will. I think Incineroar drops to Eruption here.
I think Oh,
yeah, I mean, it's...
yeah, he's going for the Terrifier here, hoping for just one last out.
I mean, there's really nothing else that you use your Terra on here.
I mean... It's
maybe
just
like a
last hope,
the Giga Crit. get a Mega Giga
but
Crit.
I don't even know if it's going to get the chance to attack, because Eruption's still going to do decent damage here. Yeah, that's over half. That wasn't even max HP.
I know the Torkoal is really specially frail, but that is a lot of damage. It's going to drop Dire Voice.
It's going to drop to
or Psychic
is going to do even more here.
Yeah.
Getting that boost from that Psychic Terrain.
Yeah.
Shane really just using the tools of his opponent against him.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the nasty thing about this team is that you can do a lot of that little stuff where it's like, oh, you're a Sun team? Suddenly I don't have to bring Sun. I don't have to click it on Whimsicott. Oh, you're a Trick Room team? I can use Farigiraf and Blood Moon. Or just reverse Trick Room if you're so hard into Trick Room that you can't do anything else. Goodbye, Giraffe. Yippee! I don't like that it's pronounced Farigiraf. It's a giraffe.
Is it not pronounced Farigiraf?
It's Farigiraf. That was one of the things they had at Worlds, where they were like, "How do you pronounce this Pokemon?"
I feel like I always use those two interchangeably. Like
I do them kind of interchangeably, but I feel very strongly that Farigiraf is correct because it's a giraffe.
It is a giraffe.
Undeniably. Look at its neck. Shane won Game 1.
It's a very long neck.
It has a very long neck. What do you think Santiago should do for game number 2? Do you think he should potentially try to put, like...
I think maybe something with Hatterene, because I think the big problem is Farigiraf just wasn't putting out the offense to take advantage of that room.
Like just getting more aggressive early on.
Shane's really bulky Pokemon.
Yeah. The problem is just that, like... whether Blood Moon or Hisuian Typhlosion is out there to start... you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Maybe like
because Shane's just
Incineroar Hatterene or something. Like I'm trying to think of what you could do that would dissuade the Typhlosion from staying on the field. That would give you some kind of like fake out priority.
Did Santiago just click to bring it Lilligant and Hisui?
I do like Hisui and Lilligant. It's
it could be interesting in the back. Try and like take the. Trick Room, try and make them think you're setting up Trick Room, and then you actually have your Fastmon in the back.
Yeah, well, and what I see a lot of the time is once Trick Room wears off, you bring in something.
That is also true.
We're going to see this as the lead now, and I do like the Incineroar because you get to have fake out pressure against the bear here. You do have to worry a little bit about Farigiraf switch in, but...
yeah, but even still, I mean, maybe a Paranormal Blood Moon could take out that Farigiraf.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually could. Yeah, now you don't have any redirection.
What is stopping Shane from switching in
fake
Farigiraf?
Actually.
He might just be doing that here.
Yeah, actually, this might just KO. Hold on for a second. Yeah, that's Farigiraf. For a giraffe. It's Giraffe. Chain Gaffney. There's the Terra. Yeah, this might be the exact thing you just said. this might be the exact thing you just said.
Be a 1-8 KO here.
Yeah, Armor Tail.
Armor Tail activates.
The
Blood Moon goes off.
Oh no. Oh,
yeah,
no.
that's a 1-hit KO.
Oh, this team's hard to play against.
One wrong move and you're just getting hit by a Blood Moon.
And, like, the game's kind of just over.
I mean, that Lilligant Hisui in the back.
Yeah, there is Hisui in Lilligant.
I think that actually is the one thing that could potentially stop Shane.
Yeah, but even still, you have to worry about, like, fake it or protect and a bunch of other switching around.
It's not going to really be able to do much into Typhlosion.
Yeah,
other
exactly.
Than try and go for a sleep.
Yeah, Sleep Powder has to be a big part of Santiago winning this game at this point. Aside from everything else, like, Sleep Powder does have to be a big part of it. So I think you have to try to focus down the Blood Moon here. I think I guess you can say, okay, Blood Moon's gonna protect, I'm gonna put myself in a good position past that.
Yeah, but, like, it's also a Blood Moon. Can you afford to risk ignoring it?
I think you have to, because you're so far behind right now.
That is also true.
I don't think there's a way that you win this if you don't. You could lose this by a lot more, or you could lose it, or you could potentially try to win it. So yeah, there's the Sleep Powder, but no protect.
Not protect.
So Bear might just be knocking things over now.
It's probably just going for a Hyper Voice.
Yeah.
And that's going to bring down Hisui and Lilligant to Sash. And, okay, Torkoal hangs on. Torkoal hangs on, but it's at such low HP now.
It's at a very low HP.
It's really going to struggle to get anything done.
Yeah. I don't really know what you do here.
Santiago's going to need that 3-turn sleep.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, is that you can go for something like a Protect plus a Hyper Voice here on a Hyper Voice from the Giraffe. Or the Giraffe just switches out, and it's a Protect plus bring something in that can stall things out.
Oh,
yeah, there's the Instant coming back in.
Shane can just pivot around, get that Intimidate off, and I'm not even sure if this will kill her as a Luna now that the Intimidate's off.
Yeah, well, in the
and
Ursaluna
then
gets to protect. And honestly, I think you have to Sleep Powder the Ursaluna. Yeah,
I think you have to Sleep Powder now.
You just
every turn, I feel like Shane just keeps increasing his position here.
Shane's really good at this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I made day 2.
Yeah. Well, and I think in hindsight, the previous turn was like, okay, either I Hyper Voice with for a Giraffe or I Hyper Voice with Blood Moon. One of them is going to get the Hyper Voice off. One of them is going to do a ton of damage to both of these Pokemon. There's really not a lot of options that you have here. And now, yes, the Lilligant is still around. Terra's still available for Santiago, right?
It is still available.
And Lilligant is Terra Ghost. I think literally your only possible out.
Even then, but even then, like, what would you get out of that? Because the Hisui and Lilligant's intimidated.
You'd have to, like, hope it was, like, a fake out into that slot, and then you Sleep Powder the Blood Moon, and then you get a Heat Wave off, and then you do no damage to
switching out Blood Moon.
Yeah.
Shane's playing this very cautiously still.
Yeah, and there is the Gortrum, the Rillaboom.
Even though Shane does seem like he's pretty guaranteed to win, he's still very much wanting to play it cautiously.
I will say,
I respect that.
Yeah, the fact that Shane has Rillaboom here is potentially a concern. It's really good up against the Hisui and Lilligant, but doesn't do a lot against either of these Pokemon that it's seeing right now, although it does have Fake Out available for Torkoal. Like, Torkoal's basically gone.
What's its 4th move on Rillaboom? Okay, it's U-turn and not high horsepower, but
I mean, the problem is
still, like, Woodhammer, unintimidated Woodhammer is still dealing decent damage. It's still able to take out Torkoal.
Well, and that's the thing. Torkoal just protected, so it can be hit by Fake Out plus whatever else.
Okay,
it has to go for the double protect
here. It goes for the double
protect
and fails.
I like that play from Santiago because I think that was your only out.
Yeah,
but the fake out the Incineroar is clever. Oh, and the Incineroar was faster than
and now you can just Grassy Glide the Hisui and Lilligant next turn.
Yeah.
And I don't really see much Santiago can do.
Yeah, it's Shane's kind of good at this game.
Yeah.
I don't know what Shane's record is right now.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah,
he's beat me plenty of times.
Are they both 3-1? Okay, yeah, I think they're both 3-1. So a win here from Shane would put him into Top Cut for sure. Santiago could still make Top Cut, depending on resistance. Assuming that Shane is able to close this one out.
Okay,
there's the Grassy Glide. Goodbye, he's doing low.
Can Incineroar standing all alone take
against
on
all 4 Pokemon?
Of Shane's Pokemon.
It is the greatest Pokemon of all time, as we all know.
That's true. I mean, if there's one Pokemon that could... I actually don't know if it's Incineroar. I feel like Incineroar is more of a supporting piece anyway.
Yeah.
And the close combat doesn't even pick up, so...
That's crazy. Yeah, I'd probably pick like Shadow Rider or something.
Oh yeah, Shadow Rider.
Probably like Shadow Rider. Incineroar would be pretty far down the list.
Like, Incineroar's a great Pokemon, but I don't think it's carrying.
And this is an offensive Incineroar set, but the problem is close combat weakens you in terms of your defense.
This Woodhammer, like, see how much damage that Woodhammer's doing now on a resisted hit.
Yeah, and it'll take more damage against Flare Blitz, and it's Parting Shot.
Yeah, so it's not even going to be able to do enough damage to, like,
because now that now that knockoff is down, it can switch back in and get the Intimidate, and yeah. And there's the bear coming back in. It might drop the Flare Blitz. It might drop the recoil here.
Oh,
Rillaboom even takes it. Yep.
And that's a clean 4 Pokemon alive from Shane.
Yeah, Shane playing for differential there.
Yeah.
Making a really clean.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive match from Shane.
And we will
both of them.
Yeah, and we will see
well.
him in Top Cut, or he will make Top Cut. And Santiago, we will see. He will be at the whims of the bubble, at the whims of Tom.
Yeah.
But really well played there. We are going to take a quick break now. We're going to tabulate the results, and we'll be back for the quarterfinal round. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.